Good afternoon. Good
Hello.
afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, welcome. Just going to see my face very briefly. Yep, scruffy. Yep, headphones. And before we do anything, I just need to say my microphone. I've had my microphone pointing in the wrong direction for a long time, so I should actually sound a little bit clearer for people now. I didn't know I had it the wrong way around for a long time. Anyway, that's all by the by. Hello, Mark. Welcome. Let's get rid of that banner. Let's put this little ticker up so we know what it is. Day 9. It feels like day 90, not Brighton and Hove Park run. You are, of course, at Hove Park in Brighton. And comments. Hello, guys. Chris Hood, Amanda Murray Hint. Oh, no, you're spelling things wrong again, Amanda. Emma Shaw, Parago.
Has she started again?
Yeah, of course, yes. Amanda Murray Hintide, Carrie Anders Halver, Stuart Brownwood, Emma Shaw, all the locals, all the local people. Before we go and switch to Mark's camera, Mark lobbed us this over, so I'm going to bring this up. That's, you can see that, can't you, Mark? That's the start line of the very first Brighton and Hove Park run many moons ago. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look at the results page. It was the 11th of January, February, March 2007. 17 finishers, 4 volunteers. And if I have a quick look into the stats, I will see Ben Warren, Roy Reeder, Uber Tourist in number 2 position. And then Richard Carter. So people who should be familiar with Richard Carter, fantastic runner. His dad was an Olympian as well, if I'm not mistaken. And then Richard was a fantastic runner by himself, wasn't he? He was just like stupendous.
Absolutely. I mean, if you mentioned running in Brighton and Hove, you mentioned Richard Carter. They're just one in the same.
Yeah, the Carter family, yeah. And then we got Isabel Muir there, who I'm familiar with as well. She runs a load. How many has she done? I mean, that's a name that pops up quite a lot. How many runs? 412 park runs. That's why I recognised it. So, lots of history with me in Brighton. I have been to Brighton Hove. I've run it 3 times. I was last... When did I last run there? About 2010. And actually, this is the thing that I looked at and I went, those were the days.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my name? Danny Norman. Let's have a look. I know it pops up in the first finishers list. There we go. 14th of November. There I was. First finisher once upon a time. Event 109. But it's not that I'm bothered about. It's the fact that I ran, where was it? 2008. 8th of the 3rd, 2008. Was that his first? Around its first anniversary. 1627. 1627. Once upon a time. Oh,
the only time I've come across 1627 was when it was a year I studied in history.
Yeah. Okay, right. Let's remove the photo. Let's go over to you. Let's remove myself. Let's big you up. And let's go through the comments and see what people have to say.
Let's go into the park.
Yeah, let's go into the park. So let's have a look at a couple of comments before you go in.
Sure.
It's a little jittery on the signal, but but it runs very smoothly. I think the signal, when it gets split between YouTube and Facebook, when it moves, the blur, the motion makes it jittery. But the speed you're walking at right now looks really smooth, really constant. Your audio is really clear, and it's actually relatively sharp. It's focused. We can see what's going on. So Emma Shaw, hey Danny in the control room. Alan Mallis, hello everybody. Welcome to everybody that's joining. Tony Mallin, Alex Garnett, afternoon. Stephen Ferguson, that's what I was after. I know that Stephen has history of Brighton. That was the scene of my last ever park run. I was supposed to run Hove Prom, but the ED cancelled because of a bit of wind, and then a shrug.
No, don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah,
I can even tell you the date of that. It was the 29th of February.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and I'll even show you the bearded attention seekers tree from which I got accosted. So there we go. So this is the entrance to Hove Park.
Oh, because you were with Stephen. I remember seeing the photograph. You and him were here. So, Stephen Ferguson, that was it. I went to school in Hove. That's what I knew what was going on. Okay, so, and let me just briefly go. Hang 1 second there, Mark. That's actually a really nice shot. Just going to whiz through the comments because you've got some people talking about Brighton. John Japp, 11th of March, 3rd of November. Sorry, all sorts of dates. I get confused by the dates. Sorry, John. People saying hello. Hello to my mum. Everyone's saying hello. Anybody talking about Brighton? Yeah, Dave Sabby Williams wants to do all the park runs in Brighton. They all look wonderful. My friend Matthew Owen was involved in setting up this park run, I think, says Ian Thompson. Right, sorry, Mark, over to you.
No, that's fine. So we had a look at this before. It's the park was open to the public on the 24th of May 1906 by the Mayor of Hove, Alderman Bruce Morrison. And something I've completely ignored. This every time I've come to Hove Park, gone straight in, gone to do the run, missed this absolutely wonderful sign. I'll try and step out without getting run over, but this is, I think that sometime there was more walls around the park, but this is what's left.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I'd never noticed that before. I'd never seen that, and I've been into that park a few times. I volunteered there one year. I think someone's spoiling. There's a spoiler alert, Mark, for Stephen Ferguson. The trading estate, which is there, used to be Goldstone Ground, where Brighton Hove Albion used to play.
Everyone knows that, Stephen. Just come on, get with the facts.
You got Boris bikes. They weren't there before. They're new.
No, we've had them for a few years. They're much the same principle. Brighton Bike Share.
I don't like the fact that name Boris Bike has become synonymous with the bike rental side of things.
No,
I don't think it's a great legacy. Hey ho, no politics.
No, let's keep. Let's go in. Just watch this gentleman and his dog. Whoops, catch that a bit wrong. That's a nice shot of the skyline there. Didn't mean to catch the. Move it. There we go.
Out and about in their exercises. Yeah. I need to bring this comment up, Mark. 1 second. Sorry, Mark. I need to bring this up.
Okay.
It's quite pertinent. Brighton holds a lot of emotion, says Tony Mallin, for me, as that's where I had an operation which has improved my mental health so much more and enabled me to live my life without wanting not to end it. Walked through this park, but was pre-park run days. Oh, that's very lovely. There you go.
That's lovely.
Oh, sorry. Right, over to you, Mark, again. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So what we're doing now, we're going to do one lap of the park. We're going to go against the flow of the parkrun course, but you're going to get to see everything that you need to see. Weather-wise, it's not as cold as it has been. It's that light stuff that soaks you through on the rain front. It seems to be easing, which is good. I'm just going to go across here because, again, this is something else that I've ignored. And unfortunately, the sign is very, very difficult to read. But it says, at the turn of the 19th century, the goldstone was thought to be a sacred stone of the Druids. And then, unfortunately, it's really hard to say, but large numbers of people visiting the site causing damage to the surrounds. In the 1830s, Mr. William Marsh Rigdon, apologies, the landowner...
Show us the time, Mark. Does it show us? That's it. Oh, that really is worn. Okay.
Yeah. Buried the stone. In 1906, the stones were proudly displayed here in Hove Park, which kind of goes against what I looked on Wikipedia, because I was told on Wikipedia that legend had it that the devil, when creating Devil's Dyke, which is to the north of the city, some outstanding beauty up there, came across this rock and threw it away. And this is where it's landed. So I need to get some facts checked on that, because I think that's a fascinating little story.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So...
okay.
There we go.
So tarmac, it's tarmac all the way around, isn't it? The course, it's all tarmac. 100%
Absolutely, yeah.
tarmac. Yeah, pretty much.
I will have to go to do any slipping around today, I think.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that I don't.
Drizzly. Yeah, it's a bit drizzly. It's drizzly here as well.
Yeah. A bit puddly as well. So we're heading up now to towards the start finish area. There's two different areas. We go past the finish first, which is still beside the toilets and the trees, which tend to be used by the park runners for clothing and storage, to be honest. There's no real place. When we came down the prom the other day, that we were quite lucky to show, we're very, very lucky to have a beach hut, but we have plastic boxes that people put them in. Here, they get at one with nature. They don't quite hug the trees. They just put their clothes on them. So always catches me out this bit, because you can see it's a slight uphill, but when you're running the other way, you think, oh, this is great, I'm off to a really good start. And then I get round the corner and I have to go up, and then I realize, yep, you got that bit wrong again.
It looks like it's tilting, but it's not tilted. It's not on a camber, is it?
We're on a slight camber.
Slight camber.
Yeah,
the camera seems to be slightly tilting to the left.
I'm just going to swing it round a bit.
For people wondering, it's not like you're going to slide down the side. It's a little bit more flat in reality to what the camera is showing. I think the camera is slightly off to the left.
It's this calibration, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on. It's tilting to the left. Mine's been tilting to the left lately because you and I got the same gimbal.
Yep.
Stephen Ferguson, it's a cracking park run. Laps on tarmac with a lovely cafe, my favourite type. Don't forget to hit the like button, smash the like button. Guys, we've only got 5 likes at the moment. Or give us an angry emoji if you want. We don't mind. Any reaction's good. Emma Shaw says, is it 2 laps?
It's 2.5. So we do there's a small lap and then there's 2 big laps. And actually, if you look at the course map, it looks a bit like a paperclip. Because you go down, round, and across the middle, and then back past the start, and then do 2 big laps of the entire park. And then
it looks so much bigger through this camera lens. It looks so much bigger. So it's weird because I don't, in my head, I always think of it as tiny, but it isn't. It's quite sizable.
It is. This is the finish area. So where those people are walking down the pathway, they're probably on the finish line now.
Yeah.
And then there's all sorts of zigzags to get the crowds because they get quite.
That's the finish line where the 2 people.
Roughly over there, yes.
You're going in the opposite direction. Sorry, you're going in the opposite direction to what the course goes, aren't you? Or have they switched it round? Yeah. Sorry.
You see, now I've only ever known it one route, and they do run the course backwards on St. Patrick's Day,
right?
Which seems to be some sort of tradition. We've never done that. I don't really see the point of it on Hove Prom.
Morning, Mark and Danny. Hope you're both well. Glenn Hancock. Yeah, there's no point you running in front. Absolutely. Sorry, I got really confused. I thought, again, what are you on about the finish? And I'm thinking in my brain, I had you on the other side of the park to what this is. So this is, you are going north right now, and I thought you were going south. You're going away from the sea. Sorry, this is why I'm getting all confused. Yeah, you're right. The start area, that photograph from the beginning, which I will just bring up again. I wonder if it was what it will do. Yeah, it will do that. Yes, this is where you're about to go to, the photo, aren't you, right now?
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Just sort of show you these. There's some climbing boulders that there's in the park. I was trying to see if there's any history on them, but no, they've just been made for people to climb on. So there we go. You'll like this bit. If you ever get touring again and you ever feel the need to come back, basketball court on the left.
Dawn Morton. If you get it wrong, like me, it's big lap, small lap, big lap. Lucy Maris, hello, this is so exciting, she says. I'm working from home today, so first live I've been able to join this time around. Hooray! Thanks for doing this and for getting outside so we don't have to. It's looking somewhat inclement. Yeah, it is. And do you know what? I'm afraid that I'm stuck indoors and I need to go outside. I'm actually jealous of you being out and about, Mark. I genuinely am.
Well, I came out for a walk last night to here as well, just to check things out. So I've benefited twice from this. It's only 20 minutes.
Yeah. Anthony Howe, I like proper parks. I think they remind me of walking with my granddad round them when I was little. Nothing really like this near me. Somebody said that getting out just even for a short walk improves your anxiety levels and stress by about 20%, which is good. Of course, we all know this. We're all advocates of getting out and doing a little bit of exercise every day.
So it has changed a little bit, but we're at the start. This is where
Christopher Hartley, no more running in opposite directions with birthdays and special events, etc. Is that a definite thing from HQ? I know I've never been a big fan of it because of the whole in case of risk assessments, that side of things.
No, it's not. Maybe that's something that's come through. It's not something I've been aware of.
Yeah.
So let's get this right. It's still quite, even though it's drizzly, it's reasonably busy. There's people coming up. So that was the start. So go the opposite way to which I'm walking now. Lots of people out there.
Are those barriers on are they like the outdoor gym thing? Sorry.
Yes.
So they're stopping people from going on and touching them, I assume. It's because having to use your hands. Is that right?
That's right. So, it's all been taken down.
Yeah.
It's just so there we go. So we're going to come up shortly to the there's a model railway, a miniature railway up here. It's been here from the 60s.
Yeah. Of course, I remember that.
And so unfortunately, I don't think that will be going on for a while yet. Lots of people out with the dogs, as you would expect. I know what you feel like that. I've had nothing but funny looks. I mean, this is Hove. Come on, we're used to anything over in Hove. And as Nicola started, as you'll find out on the pod this week, Nicola found it rather funny when I started to go into some sort of Hove dialect, which I didn't even know I'm doing. I'm sort of becoming ingrained into the
What southern accent? There's no way. You said bus stop before we went live, so that's not happening.
No, it's the choice of words. And she actually said to me on the pod, "Do you use that word normally?" I was like, "No, but I'm paranoid about using it." So, spoiler alert, so you'll have to listen. So let's have a look at the sign. Here we go.
Amanda, yes, it is a speedy course. It's one of my fastest ever 5Ks, and it is because it's tarmac all the way. It's not entirely flat, but it's like a racing course. I think you get as much out as you up and down. So I think it evens itself out. It can be a very
sorry, I caught the gimbal again. Just moving to the other side of the tree.
Yeah.
She just gave us away and she's moved away quickly. Is Christine Gibbons, who's the chair of parkrun.
Oh, hang on, that's in the blue coat.
In the blue coat.
Why doesn't she want to come over? She'll have to talk to you from 2 meters away. She hasn't come out to meet you specifically.
She's probably off or something. She gave us a wave.
Okay.
She did actually notice that it was going to be live. So, but there we go. Just anyway. So yes. So here's the map. So as you can see, I am here, and we're going to go all the way around. But that's down here. That's where we started.
Okay. Yep.
So we've done that. Right.
You've got gloves on, which is smart, unlike what I do. Christopher Hartley says, came in just as everything kicked off with COVID cancellations. I wasn't aware until getting involved with a risk assessment renewal. Okay. There you go.
So on the left, you can see beside the railings. Let's go and have a look, actually, because there's something quite interesting about this.
Get off the grass. You're not allowed on the grass. Keep off the grass. I'm
on the mud.
Okay.
So this is the model railway, or the miniature railway, I should really call it.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way up the west side and around and so on. But I was reading about it. I think it was because I was obviously in the north at the time. But the Great Storm, I think it was 1987.
Around that time.
Hove Park really suffered and lost a lot of trees and a lot of historic trees, and the railways as well suffered. So I don't know if you can really see on this, but the railway used to be more on the ground, so they raised it on these concrete pillars, and everybody that donated towards it has a plaque with their name on it. I can't really.
Pillar.
Yeah,
you can't get over the fence, can you?
No.
Okay. Well, you can, just not meant to. I'm not saying that you should. You could, but it's best you don't, right? You don't want to attempt it.
No.
Okay.
We're being attacked by the Gibbons because I've just had and made me jump out my skin just dashing off his Mike Gibbons, who's Christine's husband.
Okay. They're obviously come out for a bit of exercise in the park at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, they do. They live probably about half a mile that way. So they is their closest area. In fact, I can get a bit closer here.
James Layton ran his all-time parkrun PB at Hove Park 8 years and 200 odd parkruns later. I still not got close to it again. Yeah, do you know what? It's only 2 seconds slower than my PB at Bushy, my one. So yeah, it is a quick course. Sorry, what's that?
Donated by Peter Bryant. So it's one of the plaques, and they go all the way around and down. So.
Yes. So do you know what? This has kind of gone not under the radar. I was, do you know what? I don't even know if I remember seeing this. I must have, because I read the hub for info. Stephen Garden clarifies for about the events, and I agree with the decision by HQ. We do not allow reverse courses as a one-off event. Is a line in the volunteer hub. First time it was put in writing, I think. Yeah, because there are lots of complications. They're clamping down on the loopholes and vagary of it all, aren't they? Fair enough.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Somebody's decided they can go that side of the fence. Off they go.
Harry Bryan celebrated his brother Pete's cowl at this one. Dopey Peter. Nice to revisit. Hi, Danny and Mark says Master Baker, Jackie Morris.
Oh, bit of music there.
Oh, here are. Look at this. Of course. Hove Park is the Hove Park. Try it again. Hove Park is the home park run of Joe Wilkinson, and his PB there is 24:50.
He might be registered here, but I know where he runs most of his park runs. But
Hove Park, isn't it? Favoured. Gemma Marie Bennett did an angry face. Good girl, Gemma. Thank you. And Jeff Hurst did a wow face. But lots of love hearts as well.
Oh, I'm not how sure I feel about the angry face, but you did ask for it, so.
No, I did. I specifically said, "Can someone give me an angry face?" And Gemma duly obliged. That camera keeps tilting. It's weird, doesn't it? I think it tilts down a little bit because there's a little control. It just pushes it up. just flick it up a little bit, so it's a bit
Okay.
more of your head height. Sorry, Mark, to completely direct it.
There we go.
That's it. That's a little better.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
I was multitasking then because not that I'm sure you really need to know that. I was getting licked by a dog.
Okay. Sorry, I was drinking water at that point and I nearly choked on it.
So
sorry.
There we go. So we're at this was at the outer loop. When we go around the other side, I'll show you where you would go if you take the half loop. But this is probably where, back in your 1627 days, when it was on the last lap, you really will have probably kicked for home, got some speed.
That's along here. It's jam-packed full of little things. It's amazing how many park spaces fit so much in, isn't it? You forget how important parks spaces are, certainly for size-wise. Even if they may seem small, they can pack a lot of important little mini locations in.
Absolutely.
I think exactly. It's like the miniature railway. I mean, it's tiny but effective. Wow.
Yeah. It's it's just starting to get a little heavier. So hopefully if you find any blobs on the screen, let me know.
I will do. Lucy Maris says, licked where? In the park, Lucy. In the park.
Well, I'm one of those saddos that when you go out and if it is a bit wet, it's like, well, skin's waterproof, so I'm in my shorts. So,
John Japp, I ran at PB at Hove Park and couldn't get close to it. Discovered the course had been remeasured. It was a bit longer. Yeah, fine. Okay, my 1627 may have been on the course. It wasn't super short. It wasn't like 4.8. It wasn't ridiculously short. But it was, yeah, it needed to be added on a little bit more.
Oh, John will know. Look, this is the park and the event where it's actually the part where Preston Park was almost born, but it was a chance conversation between John and Adam Penwarden.
Okay.
Down here.
Preston Park run. So it went Brighton, then Preston Park, and then it went to your one, Hove Prom.
Yep.
Then next one was
Bevendine.
Bevendine Downs, and then you've gone east. You then got
East Brighton.
East. No, what's a bit further? Not Rottingdean. The one which is on the
Peacehaven.
Is it Peacehaven? Why have I got Rottingdean in my head? Or is that one that could have been potentially done? Why am I getting Rottingdean up here in my brain?
No, there's not. Woodingdean has been considered, but it's just not practical.
Peacehaven, then East Brighton, which has got the helicopter which could come down, and the one that Carol Dickinson didn't go to for 498th or something because she was panicked by me saying on the pod that there's a chance of it being cancelled if the hospital helicopter comes in and down. So she went somewhere else because she wanted to guarantee her 500th to be at the Z in Poland. Oh, hello, zoom.
No. I don't know how much warning you got of that. I could hear that droning behind me. So
yeah, we
looked at the other day. We were looking at the benches. There's lots of benches here, also with plaques on. And it's somebody called John. Time to rest before the walk home, which is rather nice.
That's nice. It's very short, pertinent, but profound.
Yeah. So if we just swing around, we're at the most northerly point of Hove Park now.
Yeah, you are. This is the bit where, because it kind of comes down, doesn't it? And that's where the kick for home comes through, which Amanda was just mentioned about. You swing down here, and then I think it's because you have that long drift down and then the flat kick. That's where you can get so much speed up. If you reserve a lot of your energy from the earlier parts, if you pace it well, then you can absolutely blast, and you're assisted by the course layout. Yes. I think that's why it can have so much of an effect.
Yep, that's probably why my times are not so great here. I'm not very good at pacing it well.
Mm-hmm. Gemma Marie Bennett, you've also got Lancing and Worthing on the seafront. Yeah, there's loads along the coast. I love the south coast, Gemma. As Eastbourne, not too far away. Yeah, the Eastbourne one goes around the lakes. Maybe one day on the coast.
Eastbourne's got 2 or 3 different courses depending on the time of year.
Yeah, because it floods. There's a C shape or it's an actual full-on loop. Libby got lost on the original course. Of course she did. Don't
forget Seaford as well, in between.
Seaford. Yep, Seaford next to the White Cliffs of Dover. White Cliffs of Dover at Seaford.
Nice one, Libby. Yeah, so we're working up now. Just when things are back to normal and you can use the park fluently. This is where my running club, Arena 80, do a lot of training sessions.
Yeah.
They've been really, really good this year about the sessions that they put on, keeping people separate, and had people start here and go that way. People start of down the bottom and then crossing over and excuse me, walking up the hill there, up the grass or the grass.
It seems so big when you're there. I mean, I love it, just this perspective, because of course it's different in terms of the lens. The lens is I'm not sure what the degree angle. It might be 78. It may not be a full-on 90 plus. Certainly not like, it's not necessarily 180 degree. It's not peripheral vision. So there's a different perspective, but it seems so large.
Yeah.
I haven't been down that way. I'm sorry, I've been to Brighton a few times, but I haven't been to that park for such a long time. Yes. I remember everything so clearly, but it just seems so much larger on the camera. Good question from Callum Burrell. Sorry if I missed this. Which number time trial was this? Oh,
I know.
7. Correct. Yeah, there we go. Yes, hooray for me. Once again, Bushy, Wimbledon, Banstead, Leeds, Richmond, Bramall, Brighton, Cardiff, Albert, and then Basingstoke. That's the 10. And then you had Rolfe Valley in between. Rolfe Valley may have been about 6, 7, or 8. But again, that's from the UK time trial point of view. I believe that's correct. Tell me if I'm wrong. Belinda Robinson. Started my parkrun journey here and also got my best ever time. Hello, Belinda. I like St. Patrick's Day when we'd run past tense. I like St. Patrick's Day when we'd run the course in reverse. Yeah, I'm afraid that's been nixed. Whether or not that's going to be, I wonder if they even did. This is the thing about please don't do it. If they did do it, how would anybody know? And what could you do? It's very hard to implement these rules. I mean, what are the consequences if they don't? And if people didn't find out? There's so many events now, if they did do that, how are they going to find out? It's an interesting one.
I've just spotted something over here. This is incredible. I'm about half a mile from where I live, so I'm right between Hove Prom and Hove Park. And I saw on Wiki that they said there was a sculpture towards the north of the park.
Have you never seen it before?
I've never seen it before. It's a throne.
Wow. Stephen Ferguson, it's very like Oak Hill Park Run. Yeah, Oak Hill, but in the London Borough of Barnet. Yes, it is, Stephen. You're correct. Sharon Canavan, hello. Sharon posted a lovely message on a Patreon group yesterday, and she's had a bit of a tough start to the year. I say a bit, it's a very tough start to the year, but extraordinary strength and resilience. So I want to give Sharon a shout out. Finally, off a Google Meets call with a 6-year-old. Sad I missed a start. Hello, anyway. Hello, Sharon. A big love to you. Hope you're doing okay. And a bit
Sharon.
Bit better today. There's a lot of love from the patrons in the group sent her way. That was lovely to see. So this is okay. Wow, that's a dragonfly sculpture.
Yep, there we go. There's nothing of any interest. There was something on Wiki, but it just said a sculpture when I looked, and I can't remember. Obviously, it's had better days. It's got chewed away here, but
I wonder. Yes, a few squirrels and things nibbled at it, and
not seen any squirrels yet. Oh. Then on the back,
squirrels. No. Yeah, where's your wildlife? The birds. I could hear the birds chirping away. It's lovely to hear.
Oh, that's great. Now I'm now actively looking for squirrels.
You got a honeycomb. You got like a honeycomb sort of beehive structure. That's lovely. That.
So you do get some lovely views of across all the park. What we're going to do now, we're going to head down towards the turn for the first half lap.
Oh, Mark, here we go. Yep. Caroline Wood. Hello, Caroline. Mark, the sculpture is a storyteller's chair.
There we go. Hello, if Caroline. You want some news, go to the core team at Brighton.
There you go. Hello, Caroline. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for joining us.
I really hope she didn't hear the bit about me not ever noticing that before. That's disgraceful.
Mark is king for the day, says Lucy Maris.
Hey, he's going round quick. Or am I walking really slow?
No, he's zipping round, I think. Yeah. Well, we can see. I say think. I don't think. I know. We can see he is. Okay. And more on the rules thing as well. So just in case anybody's joining us late, we're just discussing the fact that we mentioned that Brighton do reverse course. We know that loads of courses and parkruns do reverse coursing things, but about one-offs, parkrun have asked them not to do. We're just having a general discussion topic. So, of course, a lot of the people that watch us, or you're an ambassador, Mark, and Bev, and everyone else, event director like myself, and so forth. We'll come to this in just a second. Hold that shot just there. That's lovely. And the rules mean that if you do want to keep it simple, they help. Or such as requests for doing your course in reverse on anniversaries, leap years, etc. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Such request, yeah, I understand. Yeah, because that's the thing, because they contact the event and they have to do new risk assessments each time. If you're having a bunch of hundreds of events having to send in new risk assessments each time, it's a lot of work and drain on the guys having to sort that all out. So I can understand why they don't want to do it. I think it's more to do with keeping it all simple, as Emma says. Caroline Woods, yes, hi Danny, and yes, Mark, I did. Okay, super. Can we hear you still, Mark? Have you gone? I can't hear you, Mark. You just did a dropout. Can you hear me? Put your thumb in front of the camera if you can hear me. Right, we can't hear you. Do you want to drop out and come back in? I'll keep talking. Go back to that thumb. Right, okay, hello again. Hello, looking at my lovely scruffy face. Don't go. Don't leave us. Mark will be back very shortly. He'll have done a loop. And yeah, I need to shave, don't I? I really need to get on the shaving side of things. But I'm doing this, I'm getting nearer the mic, and then my face comes away. So Mark's, yeah, he is. Mark's back again. I want to have a look at that thumbprint. Rory Marriott was on the chase, was he? Right, hello again, Mark. You're right.
Yeah, I think I got a phone call which I cancelled.
Oh, I dropped him out because he's busy pushing the camera, and then actually we'll have a look and what he's up to again. Right, let's try that again.
There we go.
There you go. A call came in, did it? And you hit no, and then it does mess with it, doesn't it? It's annoying.
I know.
Rory Marriott was on the chase. I didn't know that. Yeah, some other people said that, thinking of ambassadors on the chase. Lucy Maris, where's Dolly? She is. Oh, hang on, that's not what I wanted. Lucy, Dolly is in a floofy curveball on the cushion just next to me up here. She sleeps on top of a cushion on top of a printer, so she always needs to be near me in my vicinity. What suspense is killing me. What's the pattern on the ground for?
Well, I was kind of hoping in the period that I was offline that Caroline would have jumped in again there.
No, she didn't, I'm afraid.
It is on Wiki, and I did look at it and think, I've never seen that before. And then as I've walked around, I thought, oh, of course it is. Why didn't I read more up on it? I just know it's some sort of sculpture, just some sort of pattern. And all it is the stones. You can't really see it from this angle. It's just at the base of the trees there.
But from above, from Google Maps, you can. If you go to Google Maps and look at the course page, do you know what? Shall I do that?
Do that. You get me out of jail.
I think that's smart, isn't it, for me to do that? Think, Danny, think. Here, I'll show you guys. I'm going to bring it up. Fingerprint finger maze in Hove Park. There we go. So I'm just going to pick up the map on my screen. Come on. Right. And then I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
All right, here we go. StreamYard. Remove that. Stop screen. Share screen. Application window. Chrome tab. Make sure I don't show the nudie tabs that I've got open. The naughty tabs. Make sure I've got the right one. Let's share that one. Here we go. And this is their course page. So if you ever go on the course page of a parkrun, if you click, there's a little button on the top right, which then makes a bigger map. So of course you have the little box that's embedded in the website, but if you can click out and it will take you to a larger web page like this, and so you can see like the layers of, actually some of them are really detailed, and you can see this has got the 1k point, the 2k point. Actually, I can click on them. There you go. You can see that. So what am I showing right now? I'm going to pick up the screen so you can then see, and then but go and look at the course maps on some of the websites. Not all of them have such great detail, but Mark is.
I'm above the crossover. I'm actually at that crossover now. So if you go above it, there we go.
There's fingerprint finger maze in Hove Park. There it is. That's what Mark was showing us. That's what it looks like from above. And then Mark is just by, I will assume, by the 4K-ish point. Yeah, he's walking down or past there. So let's go back to you on that side of things.
And there it is for real. So when you do the parkrun proper, as they say, when you've started over there, you've come all the way around, you get to the wiggly path, which you can kind of see why it's got its name, because it goes there, round, all the way round, and then it's 2 big laps. And then that's your 5K. So if everybody's still okay and still hanging with us, it'll take us about 5 more minutes, I think, and we'll be back.
Yep, sure.
Down where I was going to mention the fact that the Goldstone ground used to be the home of Brighton and Hove Albion, but somebody ruined that for me. But, you know, such is life.
Tony Malin said she went to a park run that they reversed a course and there was a narrow part which became a nightmare. So they hadn't realised that the amount of numbers would have had an effect on it. Caroline Wood, it's the finger maze. There's Caroline. Hello, Caroline. Hopefully we helped show with the map side of things. The finger maze, finger bobs. Emma Shaw, I know you are. I'm too lazy to Google things myself. Just ask Danny instead. Font of all knowledge. No, Emma, do not condition me into becoming your Google foo. You can learn.
That's I've been sat in the hot seat. That's not the first time she's used that phrase. You know, she's really pushing it, that one. So there's another path that goes across, as you can see there. Lovely shot of the bin. So normally when the park runs on, there's a marshal stood there to make sure people don't take that turn and go too soon.
We haven't had much in the way of decent weather, have we? I mean, I would like to do a sunset live somewhere, and just unfortunately, weather's nixing our ability to do that. There's a lot of cloud and rain, and it's not been brilliant. It's not showing. It's lovely and green on the grass. It's wet. It's nice to see. It's not scorched. It's not super muddy, but when parks are in the sunshine, they really, really, I think, show their best side. But this is still doing a really good job.
If you feel the need and you fancy a crepe, the van is here today.
Nice.
Never had one, but highly recommended by lots of people here.
Oh, there's that their little sign. Is that their little advertising marketing board?
Yeah.
What's this called? Oh, wee. A wee. I need a wee and a crepe.
Have a wee crepe.
Both a wee and a crepe. A wee creperie, sweet crepe, savoury. Galettes. Wow, nice.
There we go.
Yes, John. John, you're not listening, are you, properly? I've already said that. Bad news, Danny. Your 1627 was on the old short course, was only about 80 metres short. No way. Start line was moved and went down the straight path, not the wiggly one. 80. So how many, if you are running 1640, so just under that, it's 20 seconds per 100 meters, 80 meters, so it's under 20 seconds, 18 seconds. Okay, so it would have been 1645. How about that? We'll settle on that. Is that good enough? Thanks, John.
At least he's not commented on the improvement in the sound in the background as opposed to the northern drone. He's not. I'm never going to let him live that down. You know.
Is that a new playground?
It's always been here since I've been around. So,
okay,
it's been a while since you've been. It's strange that it seems to be open when all the other things are closed.
Playgrounds. It is very strange. There's the playground side of things that it's still open. You're right. Excuse me. They've got barriers up on things that you're doing upper body strength, and yet you're kids kids mingling. There is that argument and debate about transmission with children.
So not quite the same as what you've seen, but there's a cycle network Route 82.
Yeah.
And if you need to go to the train station, you could go that way, or any of the ways that are down here.
Or you could run. You could stay in a hotel and run down there and get lost one time and really scrape it as to close before the start and panic and have to chuck your jacket to someone who you knew is already there, run into the toilets and just get on the start line as the run goes, like perhaps I did once. Oh, seagulls! Finally, seagulls. You can hear that really clearly.
Yeah. So we're only about a mile and a half from the seafront, but you can get totally different weather. The day that Stephen was referring to was incredible because it was so windy on the prom. The waves were coming over. We had to cancel. The barriers wouldn't stay up. Nothing was right. And yet you came up here and it was a day like today. Little bit of wind in the trees. It's like it was because it was so onshore. It just wasn't safe. Nothing to do with the fact that it was the only opportunity in ages I would have to run on the 29th of February. That was thrown at me, but no, it genuinely wasn't.
Emma Shaw, and I'm still getting constant happy socks ad on my Facebook feed since you said the words the other week. Happy socks, happy socks, happy socks. Are these socks nice? Wonder if it will stop if I buy some. I bought them as a gift. Other things that you can do. Alexa, play Baby Shark. Caroline Wood says playground opened in 2008 but has been refurbished.
There we go.
Here's the birds, seagulls.
Caroline, you should. Oh, there's a squirrel. There we go.
Right.
Under the tree.
There he is. Let's go and say hello. Is he going to come and give you a high five like the one gave me a high five the
I
other day?
don't think he's going to be. He's having a good chew on some. Oh, he's off.
He's running.
Gone.
Yeah, frightened. Okay.
Not as chonk as the ones from the other day, neither.
And you're back to where you started, roughly, nearly, aren't you?
Almost, yeah. We started just diagonally the opposite side of the courts. It'll take us about a minute to get there. Minute or so.
Sorry.
Here we
Helen Reese. Oh, Danny, I had to shush. Alexa just said no, baby shark, no.
Yes. What did you say then?
Hang on. Alexa, play Baby Shark. Alexa lit up and ignored you. Yeah, I'm affecting everyone's Alexa. Alexa just froze when you said that, Danny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
That's all right. I was just trying to feed you the line to say it. So over there, behind there is an old bowling green, which is now used for a gym. And on New Year's Day, that's where the finish funnel extended into because there's so many people. Just over here, lots of tennis courts, and just through the gap. I'm going to go through the trees, a slightly different way round.
Okay. Alexa, play Get Low.
So when you say to
the wall.
So when there's a massive drop off in the viewerage, and you can say it was all down to you, it was nothing to do with you shouting Alexa all the time.
No, sorry.
So on the other end of the tennis courts there, that is the Hove Park Cafe, one where Stephen is a big fan. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go through and then we'll finish back at the big stone because there's not really too much to see. You can see there that's where it loops round. Let's go here. You're right. The gimbal's decided occasionally to lift itself up, and I'm nowhere near that button deliberately. So, so anyway, let's go through. So,
Alexa, play WAP. By Cardi B. Alexa, play. Sorry, I'll do that again quickly, Danny. Alexa, play WAP by Cardi B. Sorry, guys, I've ruined. I'm sorry, I've ruined this now. Yeah, I said go and have a look at the cafe close up. I remember this cafe from years ago. The kids are asking for Baby Shark now. People are saying they're really glad they don't have Alexa.
Yeah.
Caroline Wood, again, here we go. You have crossed over Monarch's Way, long distance footpath. Do any other parkruns cross incorporate Monarch's Way? Don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. For Monarch's Way. I'll have a look afterwards, Caroline. I'll have a search on that. Long distance pass, LDWA. Ooh, 625-mile path.
Wow.
Monarch's Way. Wikipedia. Come on. Right. What does it say? I hate that when you go to click something and then suddenly a drop down appears before you can click on it. Monarch's Way is a 625-mile long distance footpath in England that approximates the escape route taken by King Charles II in 1651 after being defeated in the Battle of Worcester. It runs from Worcester via Bristol and Yeovil to Shoreham, West Sussex. All of the route is waymarked using a logo with a drawing of the ship Surprise above a Prince of Wales 3-point feathered crown on the silhouette of the royal oak tree. The route is shown as a series of green diamonds on the Ordnance Survey. Wow. I'm going to have a look and see. I'm sure it must go past or near a bunch of park runs.
It has to, doesn't it? Something like that. So again, that's the finish area. To the right, just beside the building, that's the tree where I got accosted by the bearded attention seeker. But we're back where we started now, heading back down to the front. So we're actually on the park run route in the right direction. It's funny you say it.
So happy when it flips mute button on our assistant. Anthony, how you were loud enough for my Alexa in the other room. Sorry, guys. Here's my mischievousness coming out now.
I'm just amazed that, nobody runs on here, but just how muddy this bit is. By the way, do not start using the beginning with S, the assistant for iPhones. Otherwise, you'll totally lose me if you start shouting that down the phone.
Sorry. Yes. Right. So yes, Siri. Yeah. Oh, is yours on?
It might. It's It might, I don't know. It didn't pick that up. Don't tempt it.
Siri, call Danny.
What would you like me to call Danny?
Right, cool.
No.
Are we done now?
We are done. So the stone is just around the corner, the rock rather. So we'll finish there. Just in the distance there, you can just see some of the shops. I got stung for car parking there one big time because I was 10 minutes late getting back to my car. I blame the Hove Park core team or the Brighton core team because we just kept talking and talking, and then I went back and it was like, oh dear, got away with that, and then nice little letter about a week later. So
okay. Right, Stuart Brownwood, top tour then, Mark. Love this, Danny. Onto the naughty step. Yeah, sorry guys for distracting you from the park of mucking around with your home electronics.
I've discovered something else as well. You can tell that there isn't a Costa within range, can't you?
I haven't been told to go and get one. Yeah. Lucy Mary, this is so brilliant. I feel like I've had a proper outing, including faffery and social interaction with lovely with me nowers. Thanks, you all. You're very welcome. Yeah. You're very welcome.
So, we're back where it all started. So
stone that was thrown by the devil. Well, from devil, something like that, along those lines. Cool. I'm going to go and read about Monarch's Way. Thank you, Caroline, for joining us and giving us a bit of inside information. So that's a bit of a highlight from Caroline. Do you know what? It's quite pertinent that Caroline's joined us because future plans would be, if we were to do this a bit more, of going around and showing parkrun courses, that you get someone who is a core member who could then join you and then give you lots of information from the inside because they know and love their local park environments and spaces and know lots of things that we would miss or otherwise not know or may not research. And so, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. Unfortunately, because, of course, with all the restrictions going on, we can't travel very far and we're not really meant to be around outside of one person. So, but yeah, this is a nice insight. And to have Caroline with us virtually doing that kind of role, that sort of role. But yeah, something we can work on in time to come. Yeah, super. Right, okay. Last minute shout outs. What a great, it's a great shot to finish on, Mark. Thank you for this. Highlight was the Alexa amusement. Sorry, and then thanks for marking a park, says Hannah Perrin.
Hey.
Oh, that's really good. I say, why have you told us this now? After I've just said marking a park. We can do this. We can do more of marks in a park.
Yeah,
Danny in a. So, oh yeah. So tomorrow's live. So today was marking a park, and tomorrow's live with the gimbal is Danny in a.
Answers on a postcard.
And then people talk about jingles being written, so you can do Mark in the Park. Helen Reese, yeah, get on that. Theme tune brewing and do one for Danny in a. You know what? A little bit of blue for the dads. Before 40, thanks for this, guys. I've run around this park 100 times. I've learned so much about the park. You're very welcome, Before 40 on YouTube. Don't forget to give us a like on YouTube, please, guys. It helps do the algorithms if people are interacting, engaging, and watching. Much appreciated. And then, marking the park is a keeper. Yeah, I like that. Keep it clean, people. Keep it in your brain in terms of the rhyme of what Danny is in. Here we go. We'll finish on this. Matthew Story, thank you so much to Danny and Sir Mark. Brilliant Brighton, hugtastic Hove. Lovely. Jackie Morris. Jackie Morris. That is a totally different kind of I'm sure I will get plenty of people offering the services to show me around. Right. On that note.
Let's go before we're banned.
Take care, everyone. Loved you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I mean, it could be rude. It could be rude. See you later, people. Bye.
Bye-bye.